Seymour here with your weekly update. I want to talk about something kind of specific, I think is a good word. I was going to say niche because it involves a product that not everybody's getting, but I think specific is a better word because I'm going to take you through something that we've been through recently in developing one of the products, MAGFAST Time for Apple Watch. But trust me, whether or not you have an Apple Watch, whether or not you're going to be a customer of this product, I really think you'll enjoy this update and get an insight into some of the processes that we're going through and some of the obstacles that we face in bringing you these amazing products. As you know, and most people watching this, or more than half the people watching this, are not Apple customers, but a good proportion of people are, and we have to meet the requirements of all kinds of different standards, bodies, and this, that, and the other. And when something's going to connect to Apple stuff, we have to meet their standards. So we're we've already purchased thousands and thousands of the Apple Lightning connectors, that go into the bottom of the phones. But for the Apple Watch, you're familiar, you've seen it many times, the design that we come up with, and you've seen the animations of the more recent one. Just to recap, I think I told you this before. This let me just show you quickly on the screen here Apple's own charger for the watch. Okay, it's this very simple design. You see where the center just hinges up and down like that, and it's so simple and so beautiful. We're all about making things simple and beautiful, so we figured, you know what, ours is going to be the same. It's just going to push up like this. Well, it turns out that only Apple are allowed to have a hole through the middle where you push up, because they've managed to create a patent that doesn't allow anybody else to make anything like this. All right, so we came up with, and remember, these models that we have in the course of the process are often a bit kind of rough looking. This model here shows the principle of not pushing through there and having a different mechanism for raising it up like that. Well, that was all fine. So we changed the design a while back, as many folks watching this know, to accommodate their patent. Then more recently, it turns out there's a rule. This isn't a patent rule, but this is what's called an MFI rule, made for iOS. So this is Apple's program to make sure that the products that are made by other manufacturers other than Apple are up to a really high standard. And most of the time that works great. Sometimes the rules kind of feel like they're a bit of a gotcha for us. And I just want to show you on here, do you see how this product, when it's upright, has a fixed distance from the center here down to here? There's no adjustment in here at all. It just angles up and down. And in fact, we love this design so much. That's why we based this original model from a while back. We actually used the same hinged part coming up and down like that. Well, now it turns out that Apple has a rule that if you're going to be in this vertical position like this, you have to have an adjustment mechanism, because they have watches of different sizes, right? They have the original ones, I think they were 38 millimeter and 38 and 42 millimeters, and now they have 40 and 44. It was bigger and smaller. In the old days, they'd be called men's and ladies' watches, but then they have the larger and the smaller sizes. And they won't allow anybody else in the MFI rules to do what they're doing here. So we had to very quickly, over the Christmas holiday, come up with a solution for it. And I want to show you the animation that we put together, because I'm really proud of this work, and we've now had it cleared to go ahead. So this is the new proposal for MAGFAST Time MFI compliance. All right, so video split into two parts. So part one, when the product lies horizontally. Per the MFI rules, the watch charges in horizontal mode anywhere up to 45 degrees, okay? So you can tilt anywhere up to 45 degrees for horizontal. So we figured, okay, we'll go up to 44 degrees, all right? So in 44 degrees, power flows to the platform, and here's how your watch goes on, okay, with a conventional strap like that, or with any of the band designs, the loop designs, I should say, that go like that. The loop flows naturally and doesn't have to be adjusted sideways. Really, really pleased with this very simple, elegant solution. So that's the horizontal mode of charging. All right, and then for vertical, all right, and this stand here, I should mention, is just here for the purposes of this demonstration video. It's not a product we're making. We just wanted to show the product in a vertical configuration. right? And in this configuration, the platform comes up now to 90 degrees, and it can accommodate the watches either way. I'll just review the complete animation for you, because this is an example of how when we get, because this was a major, I nearly had a heart attack when this rule came in. But I think we've got a very simple, very elegant solution to it here. There it is with the band. That of course could be the metal band or any of the band type designs. That's one of the sport ones we're showing there. And then for the vertical design, I just want to mention again, this little oval stand that you've got here was something we just did for this animation, just so that the MFI people reviewing this would understand it mounting in a vertical configuration, because we didn't want to confuse them by showing the MAGFAST wall or any of the other products. We wanted to keep their focus simply on this product while they cleared it. And I hope you agree that that's really gorgeous. And then just quickly to finish up, here we just over this weekend, we're working through the weekend just now, completed this model, which matches what you've just seen, although we're now in the engineering software. Let's just view it from a couple of different angles, from above, from the front, from underneath, not particularly interesting. From the side, you can see there's the 45-degree angle. All right, and here it is here. And what I can do just quickly is to just remove the cover. Let's make it transparent here, so you can see the insides here. And we're doing our best to pack in as much battery as we can. There's a lot going on in there. And you'll see the familiar array. If you remember, a short time ago, I showed you the MAGFAST Life in a similar fashion. Here you'll see the new magnets down at the bottom there. The LED pipe. Remember, the LEDs are behind that, so there's actually a special molding that brings the light from the LEDs up to the surface. There's the on-off switch, and so on. I don't know about you, I still find it kind of fascinating seeing, very difficult to control this thing. I still find it fascinating kind of seeing these engineering diagrams and seeing how the whole thing fits. How the whole thing fits together. All right, that's it. That's your update for this week. I just think it's useful to give you an insight into the kind of, you can be going along, and this happens all the time for smaller businesses these days. You're going along and suddenly, Facebook changes their algorithm, or Google changes their rules, or Apple comes up, and suddenly, as a small business, it can be a real showstopper. I just thought you'd like to see how, over the last few weeks, over the holiday, and over the last weekend, we worked really quickly and fast to solve that problem. That's it. Thank you so much. We'll see you at the next update. Bye.